Buenos dias and happy Cinco de Mayo. In this video, we're going to be celebrating Mexican heritage and Cinco de Mayo. And in honor, we're going to be making some delicious guacamole. As you can tell, I'm already getting the party started with my margarita. It's actually a virgin margarita on the rocks with some salt, so you can serve this to anyone. It's great for parties. And also, I have fresh ingredients to make the guacamole, but don't get scared by the fresh ingredients. It's super easy. Let's get started. Obviously, for guacamole, you're going to need some avocados. Here we have some very ripe avocados. They're kind of on the smaller side, so I got 6. If you have larger avocados, you may only need 3. Then you're also going to want to get some tomatoes. These are some fresh on the vine tomatoes, and you're going to need 1 to 2 tomatoes. If you're using the smaller tomatoes, you may need a little bit more. Also, you're going to want some limes. Really good with lime juice in the guacamole, so you're going to need at least 1 lime, possibly 2 depending on how citrusy you want it. You're also going to need a chopped onion. So you're only going to need about half of this onion. It's, just a regular size onion, and you're going to need about half. Then also, cilantro is very good in guacamole, but you know what? Not everyone likes it. So if you're making this for a party, you may want to leave out the cilantro. Whether your friends like it or not, I'm not sure. So, it's really up to you. But cilantro is very good for you. It's great for the liver. So, you know what? It goes really great with your margarita. Also, you're going to want some garlic salt right here. This makes it a little bit easier if you go with the garlic salt because some people put in fresh garlic and then also some salt. So if you wanted to do it that route, you could, or you can just keep it simple and use the garlic salt. You're only going to need about a teaspoon for that. All right, we're going to start out with our fresh ripe to make our delicious guacamole with. And these are really easy to cut. All you're going to need is a sharp knife, and then you're just going to cut it down the center like this. And then slide it apart, like that. And then you're going to take the knife, and this is what some people do. You want to just hit it with hit the seed with the knife. That's going to get it stuck in there, and then you can pull the seed out on the knife. So once you get the seed out, you're going to slice the avocado, and you want to make sure, the avocado is really ripe, so you could actually use a butter knife to do this if you wanted to, because you don't want to slice through the skin of the avocado. So you're just going to make slices in it, and then with a spoon, you're going to take a spoon, and you're going to easily scoop out the meat of the avocado. So you scoop that out, and then you just put that in your bowl. So you want to do that for 3 large avocados or 6 small ones. So I'm going to do that for the rest of these. All right, so once you get all your avocado cut up and put into the bowl, you are going to want to take a fork, and depending on how thick you want the consistency of the guacamole to be, that's how much you're going to mash it. So you're just going to take the fork, and you're going to mash it up with the fork, all the avocado. And depending on how creamy you want, mash it a little bit more. I like a little bit of avocado chunks in mine, so I'm just going to leave a few little chunks. I like it to look like this. Okay, there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up the tomatoes. So here I have the tomatoes on the vine, and I'm just going to start out with 1. So take that. And now I'm just going to slice the tomato up. Now the tomatoes, I like them to be not as chunky, so you want to finely dice these. So chop it all up, and you want it to be about that thick. Then you take that and put that in the avocado mixture. And you can start out with just 1 tomato. If you like the way that looks, you can go ahead and leave it. Or I have another smaller tomato here. I think I'll chop that up and add that into it. So now we have our tomatoes and our avocados chopped up. I'm going to get over to my onion. Here's my onion. Now you want to peel off all the dry parts of the onion. You could cut it in half first if you wanted to, but you're only going to use half of this onion. So I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to put this other half in the fridge and save it for later. Okay, now I'm going to chop up my onion, and you know what? Finely chop this, finely dice it. You're going to want little small chunks. The smaller everything is cut, the better it's going to blend together. So you want it to look like this consistency. Then when you're done chopping it up, add it to the bowl. Here we go. Alrighty, now I'm going to take a lime, and I'm going to use this whole lime. So what I think is easy to do is I'm just going to chop it in half, and then I'm going to pop it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds. You'll find when citrus is warm, you're going to get a lot more juice out of it. So slice it in half. Let's get juicing. Look at all that juice. Beautiful. That's going to taste so good. And now I really love the cilantro. It's great for you and it tastes good to me. So I'm going to put in just a small bunch of the cilantro. So we have the cilantro, and this is a really big bunch. You're only going to need maybe a little bit less than half of this. So I'm going to take that now. So you're really only going to use the top part of the cilantro. So here I'm just going to keep it bunched, and I'm going to finely dice this again like I was saying before with all the ingredients. So get to chopping, and you want it to look like about that. That looks good. Okay, put it in the bowl. We got a good mixture going here. Stir it all up. Ooh, I almost forgot. I got to add the garlic salt. So here we have the garlic salt, and you're only going to need about a teaspoon. So you get a teaspoon of the garlic salt, add that in there, stir everything up. I think it's ready to eat. So here's wishing you a happy Cinco de Mayo. Be safe, have lots of fun. You know, there's always a good reason to invite some friends over and make this yummy guacamole. I'll see you around. Bye. Go on, go make the guacamole. Let me be. Let me eat it.